welcome to Support Desk Live, everyone. My name is Allie, and I will be your support desk support for today. And as we get started, as everybody's starting to come in, just a couple of quick housekeeping things. We stream this live into our Facebook group. So we also repurpose this and add it to our YouTube video, our YouTube channel after the fact as well. So the reason we let you know that is because when you come on to camera with us and you talk to us about what's going on and we walk you through some of these processes, we want you to know that this is available to the public. So if you don't want to be on camera, or have that on camera out on the public, then you can type your questions in the chat and I will get to them there. But we will answer questions in order of, since this is streamed to our Facebook group and to our YouTube channel, we do people who will have their cameras on first, microphones on, and then we get to the chat. It's very difficult to get to the chat. And a quick tip for you in the chat is if you put a big capital Q, as I scroll through, it'll help me identify the questions that are being asked versus general conversation happening. So put that capital Q. And at the bottom of your screens, everybody that's joining us live, there's a little heart and it says react, and there's an arrow there. That is where you should be able to raise your hand. Okay, there's an option to click that heart. And we try to answer everything in order. So I am gonna go ahead and give you all the ability to turn your cameras on so I can see your fabulous faces. And then I will call on you. Hi, everybody. All right, let's see. Margot, you were first to raise your hand, so I will ask you to move it.
Hello, Ali. I have a bit difficulty to hear you. There is a kind of echo. I don't know if other also.
I don't know. Okay, I don't
Is
know.
it only me?
I don't hear it. I don't know. Judy, do you hear an echo? You do too? And you do. Oh, okay. Maybe it's the room I'm in. I'm in a bit of a sound booth, so it might have maybe a bit of an echoey. Maybe if I turn the volume down a little bit, it might be a bit bad. Oh, it sounds like I'm underwater. Maybe it's these particular earbuds. I can try a different pair. As you go ahead and you can go ahead while I'm doing that and ask your question as I switch out my earbuds here. Okay.
Okay, I have done a sales page.
I cannot hear you now.
Can you hear me? I have done a sales page.
Okay.
And I have done a new course and and have done another sales page. Can I copy something from the old one without cloning the whole sales page?
Okay. And can you hear, does it sound better now or do I, it does?
Yes, okay now.
Good. Just bad earbuds. Okay. Okay. I apologize for that, y'all. And I'm sorry, please repeat your question because as I was doing that, you were cutting out as well.
Okay. Is it possible to copy something from the one sales page to another sales page instead of cloning the whole sales page?
Yes, so there's a lot of different ways that you can do that in Zenler. So one way would be when you create the block on that sales page, whatever block that is, to create it as a custom block and save it. And that way, any page you're on your whole site, you can add that custom block to it. Okay, so you just save it and name it so you know what it is. And then the other way would be in that same custom block, there's a little arrow where there's some code that you can copy the code and then paste it into the block. That's a lot more friction. There's a lot more chance of error that way when you're copying code over. My safest recommendation is to just create a custom block. And I can show you how to do that if you'd like. Would you like me to show you how?
Yes, please.
Okay. I will share my screen. And let's see. Okay. Can you see
Yes.
my screen? Okay, fabulous. I'll turn my camera off. You don't need to see my face while we do this. Okay. So when you're creating a custom block, whether it's on a sales page or any page, it doesn't matter where you're at when you're creating. If you're in the editor, okay, in any way, and this is how we just open up the editor in any page. When we create any kind of a block here and put content in it, there's this little save icon right here. If we tap on that, we can give it a name. And then we hit the save option. Okay, now I can leave this page and come to another page. And over here where you add blocks at the top of the page, when you're in the editor, if we click on that, we're going to scroll all the way to the very bottom of the list and it says custom blocks. When we tap that, we can see that custom block I just saved is there, and I can grab that and drop it right onto the page. Okay, so that's from that other page. And that's the easiest way. So whenever you design a block that you may want to reuse, like an FAQ block, those are really good to reuse across your site. You will save it here. Now, the one thing I'd like for you to remember that when you're saving the custom block, it's not, if you come here, for example, and now I change this image out, I decide I'm going to change this. Oh, wait, that's not the same one that I just had in there. This one is. If I decide to change this image, it's not going to update the custom block that I saved before. Okay. So if you're going to, so you just need to be aware of that. When you update the block, it doesn't update the custom block. Does that make sense what I've said?
Okay. Yes. Thank you very much. Big help. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Very welcome. Okay. Let me stop sharing. Get my camera back on. Okay, and then I see Maggie and Judy with their hands up. I'm not sure who was first. I think Maggie maybe. She's at first on my screen. Judy's shaking her head yes. So I will ask you to unmute, Maggie. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you. Just back to her question. So you can update it once you've moved the block, the custom block, but you're saying if you add to it or do anything, that's not going to affect the original.
Correct.
Okay.
So what I recommend is when you update a custom block like that, you resave it, okay, and then delete the old version. Now, because then what you're going to have to do is if you have, say, you have 10 courses, okay, and you have an FAQ block that's the same on all of those courses, what you would have to do is update the block on one of them because you're adding in new information. Then you're going to go over to your custom blocks, you're going to resave. Then you're going to have to go through and update all of those sales pages with the new information. It's not dynamic, in other words. Like there are some parts of Zenler where it is dynamic. When you update a dynamic block with that orange, yellow, gold highlight, whatever we want to call that color, when you update that anywhere, it updates everywhere it lives. But when you do a custom block like that, it will not automatically update. You have to manually go in and do that. So just be aware of that.
Okay. Okay. I'm glad she asked that because I didn't know that.
So. Yes, that's good information to have.
Yeah, thank you.
That's why it's so great to be in the room, because when you're in the room, we learn fabulous things.
Okay. All right. So on to my questions, and they should be pretty quick. How do you go about registering as a student so that you can see inside the course from the student's perspective? And is there also a way to, for example, I just put a new ebook. to actually like purchase it without purchasing it, just to make sure everything is running.
Running smoothly. Absolutely. You set yourself up a little test account. Okay. So what you do is you're going to use a different email, right? Because Zenler knows your email. So use a different email, set up a, I mean, listen, I have so many Google emails. I cannot keep track. I have one for every flavor of the month. You just, no. So, but yes, set up a fake account. If you want to really be able to see like what's happening without having to worry about clearing your cache, all those things. Right. If you open an incognito window, right? And then use your test account with that fake email and assign that role. So you can have one set up where your role is the student. So you can go in and see how they see it from their end without it showing these crazy admin things that you might have. Because I totally get that. And yes, David and I and Kevin are all very big fans of setting up a test student so you can run through the processes. You can set up a coupon code for yourself to test that the checkout process works. Now, it's not going to check whether or not the payment processor works because you're not using it if you use a coupon, but you could use a coupon and make it charge you $1 so that you can get that charge in and make sure it works okay. Like that's something that you would have to set up and do for yourself. And, there's going to be credit for those are things you should track as a business. If you have accounting software, if you're using to track your expenses, your credit card fees and things that you pay to test your stuff, that's something, if you're paying for that, you write that off on your taxes. Okay. I'm not giving you tax advice. I'm just saying, talk to your accountant because that's probably something you could write off.
Now, okay. You mentioned an incognito. Mm-hmm. What is that exactly?
Okay. Let's see if I could share my screen and that part shows. Let me see. It's an option on your browser.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm sharing my screen.
I've heard it, but I've never.
Okay. So you can see this part of my screen up here in the corner where my mouse is in the right-hand corner.
Okay.
Can you see my browser bar and everything? See the ellipse, see the 3 little dots here?
Well, there's a little thing that says meeting is now streaming. It's right on top of where you are. But
maybe if I move, does that help it?
No.
Okay, well, in your maybe
you're just saying
I don't know. Yeah, there's 3 little dots on your browser. And when you click it, it opens up a whole drop-down thing.
Okay.
Right? And this says new incognito window. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Yeah, I did it on mine. Yes.
Oh, okay, good. So yeah, so that's how you do that. And what that does is it makes you a secret then. Like it means that it's not it basically it's just not going to remember you. It's not saving information. It's a great way. Like if something keeps showing up on your website, if you're testing stuff, you made an edit and it's not showing up and not showing up and not showing up and you keep checking it, open that link in an incognito window so that you can check it there. And then you may have to, sometimes on your device, it's just storing those extra pages in that old version. And for some reason, it won't clear it and give you the new version, but the new version exists for other people. Oh. I know it's weird. So it's just a little trick that we do to test things. Yeah.
Okay. And then one other thing on my website, there's the calendar tab at the top. But how can you turn that off? Or, for example, I'm working with somebody that's been doing my website. Mm-hmm. But it showed our meeting. So that's not for public.
Well, that all depends on how you're setting it up. So there's lots of different ways to set things up inside of Zenler, and that will impact the visibility. So you can set it to be secret, right? And as something that's secret is still live, but it's just hidden from public view. Only you can see it, and only people you send it to specifically can see it. So that's what secret is. If you create it as public option, it's going to show up on your public calendar, always will. And absolutely, you can turn anything on or off inside of Zenler. So yes, you can remove the calendar from that navigation if you want to.
Well, in a way, I like the calendar. At first, I was going to have her just delete it, but it is nice to have so that you could go ahead and add upcoming workshops you're doing and different things in the next months. So there's a good benefit to it. But I don't necessarily, when I'm booking a one-on-one with someone, just to do a strategy call or get help, I don't necessarily want that information intermingled with, yes, I'm doing a workshop on April 4th or.
Correct. Yeah, that's what secret is for. So if you like, I'll share my screen. I'll show
Okay.
you where those settings live so that
Yes,
you can
please.
see where they are. Let's see, where's somewhere. Okay, so what were we talking about? Oh, lives. Okay. So when you're setting up your calendar,
Mhm.
when you go to your calendar, okay, this is one of those other tricky things. When you look at your calendar on your website, you will see everything because you're the admin, okay?
Right.
You're going to see it. But when other people go, their permission level will determine what they see. That's why I say when you want to test as the public, you do that incognito window or set up that test student so that you're signed in as them. Okay, so now when we're creating any bookings, any bookings, class, or webinar, when we do that, we have an option right down here for visibility, public, secret, or courses. So, and there's like a little info, right? So this tells you if you hover, the live class will be visible to all on the calendar. Will be visible to all on the calendar, and upcoming live classes will be, right. So that's visible to all. And then this one, it tells you that it's not visible to anyone on the calendar. Only students with a direct link to register can access it, right? And then this one, that's only visible to students who have enrolled in a specific course, right? So if you create this just for course students, it's not going to show up. It'll show up for course students when they look at the calendar, but it won't show up for other people that aren't students of that specific course. So you have a lot of very specific control inside Zenler to set that up the way that you would like to. You just have to make sure you're using the right setting. So when you set it up for public, the public will be able to view it. When you set it up secret, only people you share it with can see it.
Okay, that answers the question.
Yeah. And those are good. Those are really great ways to be able to if you're doing a business where you often have two areas of business, like you work with students or clients, but you also collaborate with other, educators or coaches or whatever that industry that you're in is. And so this is a really great way for you to be able to set up, even maybe you have partners, maybe you have an affiliate program, right? So you can set up that secret course for your affiliates so that it's not a course people can buy, but it's there. And when you have a new affiliate, you send them the registration link so they can access it. And now they have access to this hidden information on your site in order to, do the things that you need them to do.
Wow. Okay. That's great. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay. Stop sharing camera. All right. Hello, Judy, my fabulous friend. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
So I set up my secret community for my secret class, okay?
My secret community for my secret class.
And I guess there's like a main community first, right? because like, okay, so like I searched all day yesterday for videos, and I got to be honest with you, the only how-to video I found was the old community style. And I was
Okay.
getting really frustrated.
Mm.
So I was just kind of winging it. So I set it up, and then I saw somebody that's one of my really smart students on there. And I'm like, how'd she get on there? Like, I didn't even tell anybody that I'm doing this. And she was there. And I was like, okay. And then so like I guess in the main home community, it's like Facebook, right? And then you have a secret group, right? Because I made a secret group for my secret class, and I don't want the normal people to see the secret stuff. So
I know.
all these people are on my community, and I didn't tell anybody. And
And they're in there.
yeah, and I don't know if they're seeing the secret messages.
Please don't read my secret messages.
So, and then I tried to go to the homepage, but I can see all the secret messages because I'm in the secret group, but I'm also the administrator, right?
Yes. So, okay. So can you, I know I'm feeling you on this a lot, Judy. So did you do what Maggie and I were just talking about?
What, an incognito?
Yeah, do incognito, set a test student just to make sure that it's doing that for sure, and that you're not just.
Well,
and then a second thing would be to check. Can you
don't even have to share your screen.
Okay.
Can you just go to my website and click on community and tell me what you see?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even have to share the screen if you don't want to. I don't
Okay.
care. I don't care if you do or don't. I have nothing to hide.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Judy's like, I have nothing to hide. What is your website, Judy? I know.
Education.judyreinfordphotography.com. And I didn't realize it was going to put a community link on the homepage.
Okay. Yeah, once you add community, it's dynamic. Once you create a community, it automatically pops up on there, kind of like,
which is fine. It's fine because I did watch the video about how to monetize it. I'm like all about the money.
Education.
JudyReinfordphotography.com. I know it's a mouthful.
Reinford. Ooh, I didn't put it that. I'm sorry, I'm blind, so
yeah, it's okay.
And then I don't have good glasses yet. I don't know. I didn't do this right. Can you put a link in the chat on my?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Let me go to the homepage. Yeah. I'm sorry. I should have done that to begin with.
I should have asked you to begin with because I can't see on this computer. I'm blind. I know that. I have to get new computer. I need like 5 prescriptions. I need one to see from this distance. I need a different one from this distance. I need a different one for that distance. It's ridiculous. Okay, let's see. And there we go. Okay. Let's check it out. So digital downloads, about Judy, content, gallery of work, home, all courses. I don't see a community option.
It's next to gallery of work. So you're not seeing it?
I'm not because I'm not signed in on your site. Like I don't have a login on your site. Here, I'll share my screen so you can see what I see.
Okay. So
as a non-signed in, non-registered person.
So what I need to know, I guess, is there's somebody I could ask to tell me if they can see the secret right. Post, because she knows about the secret class. She didn't sign up for it.
So see,
hang on. I'm sorry.
I'm not signed in, so I don't see.
Oh, wow. Interesting. So if somebody signed into the site as a student, they'll see community. And then
if you have a public, yes, they will see it.
Okay.
But so they may not be able to see anything in there. It just depends on their permission and what they have access to. And the community stuff is something as far as community itself and who sees and how that all works. I am in the process of kind of figuring that out. I'm testing stuff on a site right now with it. And I'm working with the team to find out, like on the back end, how the search, like how everything works. I really am trying to figure it out. So I'm not like, so it's a really test it. Like really, you do have to test it. You have to look at whose permission, check your students, make sure when you set up the community, you didn't set up some kind of a tag that inadvertently tagged other people as well and
No.
assigned it to them or something. I don't know.
What I did is, when I made the online secret class, I made it secret. And I invited them via email, and they all got in. And then these other people started showing up, I guess I'm hoping on the general, the general home area of this. I guess I didn't realize it was going to be this powerful, which is awesome.
Like, it was a surprise.
More stuff to actually understand. And then you saw my post about that video thing that gave me that weird error message.
Yes, and I have I'm working. I'm going to check the team chat right now. I have sent that over.
The only thing I'm thinking might have happened is I was doing it at 10:05 with my my assistant from her house, and at 5:00 we were having a group Zoom. And I'm wondering if the system got mad that I was trying to Zoom that close to a scheduled Zoom.
But I mean, who knows what Zoom would have, that could have, I mean, I like the way that you're thinking, but the team is working at, so far they're on it.
And do you know if when you go live inside of communities, does it record it? Or does it stay there? Does it just stay there?
So here's that part I did get. So yeah, the team's testing that other issue, and they're going to get back to us. As far as, yes, the live streams are recorded, but recordings are accessed by clicking the live after the event in the community as admin after it's processed. Users cannot download the replay, but you can. So
but they can watch it again if they wanted to.
Right. It's still in there. Yes, it's there.
Or I could download and re-upload it if need
correct be. Into a thing. Yes, that you can do. So it is recorded. And
I guess I didn't realize how powerful of a tool this is going to be. And it has opened up yet another rabbit hole.
Yeah, those are really just terrible problems to have, Judy. Imagine the number of people that try to set up a public community and can't get anybody in there. You set up a secret community and you can't keep people from finding it. That's hilarious.
Well, I don't think these people, I think I did it right where only my students, there's a very small class. It's a 12-month program of 7 people. I think just the 7 are in that secret part, but on the general part, just since yesterday, well, there's like an extra like 5 or 6 people, and I'm like, who are these people? Like, I don't even know who these people are. Like, how did they find it? So I'm guessing they were logged in and they were watching one of my classes and it popped up and they clicked on it. That's what I'm guessing. Because I didn't send out an email. I didn't tell anybody about it. I don't tell people about stuff until I know what I'm talking about.
It's usually a good rule of thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're going to check into that and test it out. Like I said, do incognito for sure. And definitely if you've got somebody in there on your site that you trust, that you know, that's not part of the secret stuff, ask them.
Yeah, she's already in there. So I'll ask her what she's seeing on the homepage before, because I've posted nothing on the public part. It's only been in the secret part. So technically she should come back to me and say, I don't see anything.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Right. So for sure.
Okay.
And they might, I was like, they shouldn't see it. It's secret. If they're not assigned, then secret means. So let me know. because I'm testing the heck out of it too, because I'm trying to set one up myself for some things.
What I was thinking is you could have a class set up with a guest speaker that specializes in like another caveat of something that is complementary to what you teach.
Mm-hmm.
And you could have a private group that's a subscription that person manages themselves on your platform, and you pay them commission.
Yes, absolutely. And that is, I mean, honestly, that's how Zenler started, right? When before we became, for creators and courses, it was like more of a learning platform where you had different instructors, like you had one company, but different instructors for different things and commission. Like that's originally what we did. So yeah, totally like very similar. So yes, you can have, and we still have people who use the site that have a business, and they have, for example, they're a dance group, like they do Zumba and like all these different kinds of dances, and they have all different instructors that get paid and teach the classes online. And so they all have, that's why you have inside your dashboard, you have settings for students, instructors, assistants, and staff, because it assumes like a whole school with different teachers, even though you're the school director, you have different things. And that is definitely a way in which we encourage people to use their Zenler site and sites. You as the owner, them as the commission teacher, instructor, because you cannot sell your Zenler sites. You can't, they all have to be owned under your main thing. But yes, you can pay commissions, let them manage their own thing, get a login, have some admin permissions, but definitely go in to support docs as you're doing that, and make sure you check what the level roles and permissions are and what people can see. Only the owner and creator of the account will have access to things like payment integrations and things like that. No other admins on the site get access. So that part you're safe on. But as far as other things, what you want people to see and don't want people to see as you're setting that up, just make sure you're aware of the roles and what they have access to, and that you are comfortable with that.
Right. No, I get that.
Yeah. Because that's a great use of it. I love that. Yeah. Let them manage it. It's a community on your site. You're getting traffic, you're getting clicks, you're getting all kinds of amazing stuff, and they're managing it and you don't have to. That's amazing. I love it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Do it up.
Thanks.
You're welcome, Judy. Okay, let's see. We have Mark. Hello, Mark. I'm going to click for you to unmute. There you go. Hello, Mark. How are you today?
I'm good. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Okay, great. Well, I've been on for probably close to 6 months now, and making sales. Made it through end of year is real busy for my market, and made it through end of year and really ramping up. It's crazy because like 10% of my total sales have been this month, and so I'm kind of gearing up for end of year and hoping that it's a real productive one. But I've been working on SEO on the site and kind of off, working with Google Search Console and stuff like that. It's working better. I'm appearing in searches now, which I wasn't before. And so when I appear in a search, my is it favicon? Is that how that's pronounced?
Sure.
Favicon,
favicon, whatever you like. I go with it because I have no idea either.
So I can see my favicon, but the page name says Zenler above it, and I've tried different methods to try and correct that, but I can't. And also, I went to Judy's page just now, and Zenler doesn't appear anywhere in her page name, like her URL. How do I do that? I can't get it out of there.
Yay. Okay, this is fun. So that's the custom domain. Do you have a custom domain set up on your site?
Yeah, I do, and I thought I had done all of that. So it's got that as a custom domain, and that's like my landing page. But then it goes to OKCLE is the name of my page, and that's my custom domain. But then it goes to okcle.newzenler.com.
Okay, so why don't you can you put your website in the chat, your non-Zenler, your custom domain? Let me test it. Let me see what's going on. If you put it in the chat, then I'll click it and see what happens. And then I'll click around and see what happens some more. Yeah, I don't know what it could be.
Doesn't look like it made a link.
No, it's all right. I can try it out anyway. Let me see.
And like Judy, I don't need to hide my page. You're welcome to share.
Okay, so yeah, when I go, your custom. So what you did is you set up, and I'll show you. Well, it doesn't matter. You redirected your Zenler site to your custom domain instead of putting your custom domain to your Zenler site. So, I can, okay, so I will put, there's a couple of things that you could do. I will send you the link to the support doc, the exact thing. Although let me ask this question first. Who's your host? Who's your domain?
GoDaddy.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say GoDaddy. Oh, I hate GoDaddy. Sorry.
I don't know enough to hate
I know
GoDaddy.
well, I've never had. Yours is GoDaddy too, Judy. I swear, I have the most trouble with them over 15 years ago. I was like, no more GoDaddy. So I'll send you the support doc very specific for GoDaddy on how to do that in your thing. And if you're having trouble, if it's really that much, my recommendation is send it to just email support@zenler.com. They're very good with the domain stuff. They're very quick. They handle it well. I will grab the support doc for that though. But yeah, GoDaddy's a pain. But yeah, so I see your site and yeah, it's just redirecting. Once you fix that part will be just fine. Support docs.
And so fixing, I think these two issues go together, the Zenler appearing in my URL and appearing in search results. Is that correct? So fixing one will fix both?
Yeah, I mean, you want to have everything set to the correct domain. So here, that's the support doc that goes to the custom domain. So you go through it. There's a section specific for GoDaddy in there, so it'll tell you. So go through it, the process that it tells you. And if it's not working, definitely email support.
Okay. And I had some other questions too. So like I said, I'm fairly new. I have just in the last few months really started understanding how to use email broadcasts. I'm getting better at it. Now have, so my market is lawyers, and I'm selling continuing education to lawyers specifically, and I'm building my email lists, and I now have more than 2,000. So I would like to be sending more than 2,000 emails per month, but I'm capped at 2,000. And yet when I look online, it looks like for my plan, I should have 100,000, and I don't understand why.
Oh, okay. You're on the pro plan?
I think so.
Okay, so every email that goes out counts towards what you're doing. So like if you have courses and there's emails that automate that go out, If you have funnels that emails go out, it's not just the emails you broadcast specifically, every email automation that triggers in your system. Does that make sense?
It does but I'm not sending out any emails anywhere other than the email broadcast. It's solely in the email broadcast. And whenever I go to send a new broadcast, it says, it tells me that I'm capped at 2,000.
What plan are you on? Did you join, you said a few months, did you join under the starter program from the accelerator program maybe?
I don't know.
Because if you join the starter program is very limited, and that's not the pro plan. It does not have 100,000 emails. That's pro. Starter plan, like,
it says pro, current plan, pro.
Oh, okay. So you're on the pro plan. Okay. What I would do, I send a message to support. Like you give them, if you can do screenshots for them, because I can't, the back end tech side of it that I cannot, I don't do that.
Okay.
I'm front of the house.
I gotcha. I'll try that and maybe I can get more emails out. If I could get more, it would be great. If I have to use like MailChimp or something. Right now, like again, I'm kind of like trying to gear up and get everything ready for end of year since that's going to be my hot season. But I got a sale today. I'm happy.
Yay!
Every day I get a sale. It's a good day.
So exciting.
Are there any tips for like maximizing email broadcasts? I've used AI a lot to give me pointers, and it says that there's no like A/B testing. Is there any other thing that I could do to maximize?
Oh yeah, there's a ton of stuff. We do have some a few resources too around the Zenlerverse with in regards to email. One of the biggest things for you is definitely going to be getting your custom domain set up properly, because then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do verified email domain. Okay. Because the verified email domain is going to give you, it's going to give you better sender deliverability rates. Okay. In your inbox, because a lot of people will go to the spam folder. Like most of us are aware now, when we don't get an email that someone says they sent, we check our spam now because it goes there, but that's still a pain. That's still friction for your users, and we want less friction for them. So the custom email domain. So with GoDaddy, I don't know if you have business email set up or if you just have Gmail. I don't know what you have. Do you have a?
I do not. I use I'm connected to a Gmail account on my Zenler account, but when I do my email broadcasts, it allows me to, of course, slow right now.
Right, you can send it from whoever.
Yeah, it allows me to put in a custom email, and it according to I was looking at my stats or whatever, and it was like your stats are great as far as the open and like I wasn't going to spam is what it looked like.
Okay, so good. As long as you're not having a problem with that. If you start to have a problem with that, look at verified custom domain email. And yeah, David did do a video on that. Are you in the Zenler community?
What does that mean?
On our website community. On the website community, we have here, I'll share my screen too. I'll show you. Because we do have a Facebook group. A lot of people are in there. I don't really do social media too much, but but this is our site. That's our support docs. Where's that support docs too? Here, yeah. Do I have two of these open? Okay. So like if you go to our tutorial site, it's come on. Oh. So just our tutorial site, I'll put this link in the chat too. If you come here, that's our site. If you're registered on there, make sure you are. And then you get to come in, there's right here at the top, just like on your Zenler site, you could have a community like Judy was talking about. We have a community there. So I run support desk, and I also manage the Zenler site community. This is new. We just started this process. So I am, I'm trying to put content in here for you all now. So one of the things I would do, if you get over here and get registered, you're going to be in this community. And then I can post things when you have questions about stuff like that. I can post the links to the courses, because we have a lot, and it's kind of like we have a lot. We have a lot of trainings and we have a lot of courses, and sometimes people struggle to find what they're looking for. So, for example, if I can get back there. We have all of these courses, right? And this will take you to a library of courses about Zenler. This will take you to a library of courses about marketing. This will take you to a library of courses on running and presenting lives. And then this is a whole bunch of other stuff. So you kind of have to explore around. But if you don't want to explore around because you do not have time to explore around, you can come into the community and you can say something like, hey, Allie, like, how do I, what's the best way to do these emails? What's this? What's that? Because David does have a really great email course on the email thing. He did not that long ago. And it's gave a lot of really good tips for the email open, and also just basic tips for improving click-through rates and things like that. It's really good. So I will, if you come in here, then I can tag people and post the direct links. And if we don't have a current one, as Judy mentioned, some of our stuff, as we update it, takes us a while to get around to it. I will be able to just do a quick, let me record a quick walkthrough of this and then post it in the community kind of thing. So it's kind of a space where we're starting to let you all show up however you can show up. And we're going to create it for what you want. So the kind of content you want, the kind of trainings you want, the information you want. If you're coming there, then I will create that content for you. Like I will do it. I'm on it. So yeah, so go in there. But there, it's kind of like when you have time, not that anybody does, like we have businesses and lives, but it's one of those things where you kind of have to explore the Zenler community site for all the different trainings. And we're currently running a workshop series. There's replays of that available around. Kevin, I didn't even get to say hello to him, but I saw he was in the chat posting the links for the replays that people were asking for earlier. So we have a ton of stuff. And the number one thing is, first of all, don't let all of our stuff overwhelm you, because that is what tends to happen to a lot of people. I get a lot of messages about that. So don't overwhelm yourself. Come into the community and be like, hey, I need to figure this one thing out. I don't need to see all this other stuff. Where's this one thing? Because that's sometimes it's just better for you. Nobody has time for a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm hoping to be able to create little snippets of content to help things move a little faster for you all. That's the goal.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, Mark. It's great to meet you. Happy to have you with Zenler, and congratulations on your Zenler success, getting things going. That's exciting.
It's been fun, and Zenler's been great. And anyone else who's on here, AI will answer questions so fast. Like sometimes I'll get on and try and find a tutorial video or something, and I'm sitting here trying to get through, a video. AI, I mean, I've been amazed. I've done things that I never would have been able to do without it.
I know, absolutely. And a little tip I will give you all, if you're struggling to come in here and figure out even what questions to ask, using chat to do that using AI, set it up, do the project, do custom instructions, let it know all about, Zenler, all that stuff. It can actually help you formulate your questions more clearly. Like sometimes I do that. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I have to ask this question, but my brain is like trying to say it all at one time. And it's like, I can't speak it right. AI will help you streamline your questions. And another thing I love about AI is it will also prompt you and maybe say, and also you might want to ask about this and this as well, because that might help you. So sometimes it gives you information you didn't know you needed as well. So I love that, Mark. Thank you. Hi, Casey. Are you there?
Yeah, but all of a
There
sudden
you
the
are.
sound went out.
Oh, I hear
So
you.
I was confused. Okay. So, Allie, nice to meet you. And um, I have been trying to authenticate my email for a long time.
Uh-oh.
And I can't send anything to anybody with Yahoo. It all gets rejected. And what I did is I teamed up with Jody from Seek Info.
Okay.
We spent 4 hours together. Jody knows a lot more about computer stuff than I do. I have the screens open so we can look at them. It may just be a problem of terminology, but Zenler gives me instructions. And first of all, my my hosting site is SiteGround.
Oh, SiteGround. Okay.
So it's not a rare one, but it's not listed.
Right. SiteGround. Well, it's not rare, but SiteGround is above and beyond what a lot of people would normally use. That's like SiteGround is just it's weird that that's not an option, but
So
yeah.
So I have the 2 pages open, my website's workings and the page from Zenler that gives the instructions and the DNS listings. Could we look at them and see if it's just a matter of my understanding the words? Because like I don't even know what a DMARC is.
Right. I can't, this is tech team on the back end stuff. I can give you the instructions on the thing, but if it's not working in email authentication, Marcy's in there saying it's a nightmare because it can be. And I don't know what you've done. I don't know what the other person has done. This is 100%. Right now, I'm going to message the team about this. What I would really love for you to do is tell me what your site is so that I can send that to them so that they can look into it. And
my Zenler site or my website?
What is it that you are
The email that I'm
to
trying to authenticate is my Zenler email. Okay, I'm going to put it in messages. It's
because have you sent any messages to support about the email?
I had another person that I worked with that did all this, and yes, she has. We've been working on this for a couple of years, and I don't even know what to do next. Okay, but let me just okay, here is the Zenler website.
Hi, Brenda.
And the email that I'm using on Zenler. But my regular email that I use, so they both go to the same Gmail account, but it's a proprietary address, casey@cinellia.com. So Cinellia is my website name. And then I hope I got that link right, trainingwithcasey.newzenler.com.
I'm gonna test it right now.
I've got it open if you want to just, if you want me to show you anything, I tried to be prepared.
It's not, it's not coming up with anything.
Okay, 1 second, I'll get it definitely.
Okay. Yeah, because what I'll do is I'll take the information you gave me. I'm gonna send it to the tech team to escalate it so that we can figure out what's going on. Because I can't, without knowing exactly what this other person did, who's the before, what you're doing now, like I would have no way.
Okay, so basically, we haven't been able to do anything. So I can just, I mean, it feels like this is my Zenler link. So it is the correct one, except I used a capital T. Anyway, so I just put the Zenler link right off of the page in there. Okay, so.
Okay.
So Mercy just put in a live training specifically for email authentication. Step by step would be very helpful. But Mercy, what we're finding is that it's different for every different thing. So may I share my thing to just show you where we got stopped? Because it's not technical, it's like interface.
Yeah, I totally get. Yeah, go ahead. Let's see. Can I allow you to share? I think you should be able to.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. And okay. Can you see my site now? This is inside my website.
That's SiteGround, yes.
Yes. And so here's the authentication tag.
Mm-hmm.
And so I came here. Here's SPF and DKIM. It doesn't offer the other one, PTK or something like that. So I come in under SPF. There's no place to add DNS links that I can see. It says approve hosts and it doesn't list anything. Approved MX records. I don't know what an MX record is.
Yeah, okay. So I understand, and I mean, okay. So here's what I'm hearing, okay, and what I'm seeing, that yes, the interface and the language that they're using does not match the language that Zenler uses, even though some of these things may mean the same thing.
Exactly.
You are not having, I have that issue in a lot of areas as well. My TISM requires me to say the right word for the thing. Like I don't know how to explain how much it pains me if it doesn't match. Like it's very upsetting to me. So
well,
I understand.
We don't have enough technical knowledge, or I don't.
Absolutely.
To have any idea. Like the DMAR means nothing to me. Like nobody ever says DMAR, which is blah, 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 blah.
Right. It could be in Swahili, in Chinese. Yeah. Like I don't know any of those languages, so it could be any of them. It doesn't matter. Yes, I understand.
And to Mercy's point about a specific set of directions, what I find repeatedly to my acute frustration is just like every freaking time Windows updates my computer, they screw it up. They change my settings. Yeah. They try to cram McAfee down my throat and make me sign in through them. I hate their guts. I think you can hear it. But it's like, so you look up the directions, no matter where you look them up, and they no longer hold because they've switched some button or even just a word on the button. If you're looking for a button to click such and such.
Yep. And
so what do you suggest as far as, because I don't know
Okay, so
why this-
here's what I'm gonna suggest that you do. I'm gonna get this stuff over to the team to see what they respond, how they respond. Okay. But for you, you've been dealing with this for way too long. Honestly, this has been going on too long. This is not acceptable. So, what I would suggest is that you take a screenshot of this and you take a screenshot of the step-by-steps that Zenler's giving you, and you put those into ChatGTP and you ask it, where's the languaging mismatch here? You know, tell it what you think the problem is. I think that these words don't mean anything to me, and that they're using different words that mean the same thing. And I don't know what information to put where to make this work. Can you help me?
Okay.
And talk to me like I'm a toddler, right? Like, be like, I don't know this stuff. And see what it does. See if it can help you in any way, shape, or form. Figure out that approved MX records is actually the DNS that you need from the other thing that Zenler's calling it, and put that there and save, and then it should work. Like, it might be able to tell you where the language needs connection.
Okay. And can we put in a request to Zenler to include SiteGround for directions?
I mean, I certainly, recommendations can be made for sure. Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Yes, you are very welcome.
Thank you. I see you really working hard to help us and to, streamline this whole learning process. It's greatly appreciated. So thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. I'm so glad, because it's streamlining the learning process for me too, because I also have a business and I've been on hiatus for over a year. So I'm catching back up myself, and just relearning some things and remembering things that I didn't know I knew. So all of you coming in here too helps me remember, helps you learn, helps me learn. We're learning together. I love that kind of stuff. Like, that's real community as far as I'm concerned. So I'm here for all of that. For sure. Anybody else? Hi, Sarah. Did you get your video? Did you get your recording? Did it show up for you? I don't know if you're just listening in the background, because I know you were worried about it. I didn't see any responses pop up in the community. I can let you unmute if you'd like.
Yes, it turned up.
It did? Okay, good.
I think after about 3.5, 4 hours. It was just because, like, Monday and Tuesday, and then today as well, I'm doing 5 days. They turned up like almost immediately.
Yeah.
They took a little while to process, but at least they showed that they were there. And then
Yeah.
same today, literally as soon as I came off, it showed that it was there, and I just had to wait for it to be ready to download. But yesterday it was like 3.5, 4 hours, and I'm like,
panic-inducing.
No, I'm sure I was recording, because I triple checked that. I get paranoid about that about halfway through always. But yeah, it did show up, thankfully. So.
Oh, okay, good.
Day 5 tomorrow.
Yeah. So, well, that's another issue that sometimes we have. We're never, when we're integrating things like Zoom, and we're integrating things like PayPal and Stripe and, all of these other tools, when things don't work right, sometimes it's like, okay, is it on Zenler's side? Is it on Zoom's side? Who's responsible for this action? Which side is?
Yeah.
And with the processing, it's Zoom. So it can be scary, because our team, can't be like, oh, it's definitely going to be available. We see it on that's on Zoom's end. So it's kind of like, ooh, hopefully it's there.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you.
Thank you very much for asking.
Oh, you're very welcome. And, the other thing for people too, if you're listening, like that, the automatic cloud recording, it's really getting in the habit of just turning that on when you're scheduling things that you might want to record is just good practice. Because the other thing is, as soon as you open your live, which you can start 15 minutes before your people come in, you can hit the pause button You know, you don't have to let it record you doing your doodads, and then you can
This is what I
unpause.
do. Yeah, I do. Literally, I pause it as soon as I go on. Then as
Yeah.
people arrive, I have a bit of a chat. How are you? Blah, 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 blah. And then after a few minutes, right, okay, I think everybody's here. Then I hit record and I go, because it saves editing it
Yes.
afterwards.
Yes. I had for a long time, I had a big sticky note on the screen of my computer that said hit record, because I too would pause and chit chat and then forget to hit record when I started.
Yeah, I think it's enough of a thing that I know that I'm about to say hi, welcome to, that it's like, okay,
Yes,
that's my
that you
prompt to
got
do
it.
that, because that I
Good.
do so much video editing. It's just one less video. One thing I will quickly ask, if there's nobody
Yeah.
waiting, actually,
Yeah,
I've
go
had
ahead.
the issue I've had the last couple of days. Rick, come here. If I can do it without being shouted at by my dog. So I've got this replay page set up because I'm doing 5 days of training. So each day they get the replay on there. And in an attempt to be organised, come here. In an attempt to be organised, I tend to sort of I set the blocks up beforehand, ready to put the video onto, and then hide it, and then come back later in the day and put re-show it. But I found that when I'm hiding the blocks, they're just disappearing now completely. So I go back in to edit it, and it's not even there. When I go on to manage blocks, it's not there. I didn't know if anybody else has experienced that issue.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely something you want to send over to support@zenler.com if things are disappearing. The only thing that I can think of is right now they're doing a lot of stuff to get the new page editor.
Okay.
shipped.
It's no big deal. It'll be one of those things that
It's annoying though. Yeah, no, you don't want to have to redo the work.
It is.
So
So it's just
maybe
like,
when
okay,
you design it, instead of just hiding it first, save it as a custom block first and then
yeah, I
hide
could
it.
do, but then your custom blocks get busy because you can't delete them, can you? You end
Yes,
up
you
with.
can.
Oh, can
You
you?
can delete
Okay, I
it.
haven't looked at
There's
that,
a
maybe.
little delete button there. You absolutely can delete the
Okay.
custom blocks. So yeah, you could save it as a custom block, hide it,
But it's only
and then delete
it's only
it.
a duplicate of like the previous days anyway, so it's no big deal to just do it
Do
at
it
the time.
again.
So just,
But like,
yeah,
yeah, you don't want to have to do
I'll
10
just
different steps 10
yeah,
different times for the same thing. Yeah.
yeah.
No, that definitely
No worries.
send that over to support. I'll mention that in support too, along with Casey's issue, because they can check that out. But they are really.
It's all right if I only hide an element. It's when I'm hiding the full block that seems to then disappear.
Disappear. Yeah. Yeah. That's so crazy. Yeah. We'll definitely try to figure that out.
All right.
But hopefully we won't have to worry about that too much longer. I know everybody's chomping at the bit to get the new page editor.
I really, really want a sidebar where I can move blocks rather than having to move them in the main screen. But we'll see.
Yes, well, we'll see. That'd be nice. Fingers crossed. Oh, well, thank you, Sarah. I hope, let me know how that other part works out. We'll figure that one out too. Let's see. Oh, what we got? Judy.
Quick question. I know right now we can't do this, but do you think at some time in the future there would be a way to embed a video in an email broadcast?
There's not now?
No. There was a very old video I found last August where they talked about how to embed a YouTube video, but when I tried to do it, the only way it would work is if you sent a link that people had to click on, which isn't really ideal for what I was in my head hoping.
Yeah, like having it there.
Like I want something like if I'm designing like a 15-second ad for a class that's a little video, I want it to pop up in the email. And it would be, I think, for a lot of people really helpful to have something, because everything is so heavily weighted on video right now, like social media, and I haven't looked recently, but I don't see a way to do it based on what I found.
I'm not sure. I'll ask about it. and look into it. And if there is, I'll do a little video and pop it into the community, because
Okay.
I haven't tried, because the issues that I can think of right off the top of my head with that are things like the deliverability rate, compressing it,
Right.
and all of those issues that it properly loads, stuff like that. So yeah, we'll have to test it out, because even if it's possible, you want to make sure that it functions properly when it does. There's not
Right.
weird load times or the video pops up 10 minutes later. Yeah.
Right. Right. And then, is there any plans to have some sort of texting integration?
Like messaging. I mean, there's messaging in community.
No. Like where?
Oh, you mean for instead? Okay, so you mean like what they did with all the chatbot? Like now you're sending a broadcast. Is it a text broadcast? Is it a email broadcast? Is it a?
Yeah. Is there a way to send a text?
No, Zenler doesn't have that, but a lot of other systems do, I should say, not a lot, but the texting SMS is a thing that is out there.
It would be nice to have an opt-in when people sign up for a class.
For texting?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure, like, I'm gonna say this, like, I'm sure there is a way to do it. Like,
Well,
Zenler's not gonna handle the text part of it, right? Because we don't handle.
No, but like the way
SMS.
that you integrate Stripe into your platform, that there'd be a third-party program that you just connect to your
that you
platform.
can. That's a really, that's a really good question.
I feel like email has become very cumbersome for people. Like,
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, I get text notifications on everything, like, hey, your dog's vet appointment is in 1 hour, or whatever. You get all these text notifications. It would be nice.
Oh, yeah. No, you should be able to hook. You can't. I am certain if you ask in the Facebook group if anybody
Has done
uses
it.
SMS with their Zenler site, somebody has. I know that they have, most certainly.
Yeah, I just don't want to. I don't want to get
It was
swindled.
really, yeah. No. Just ask if they have, Judy. Just ask if they have.
Okay.
And who they use. Don't ask them to set it up for you.
No.
And then come into community and tell me about it, because I'll look at it. Because here's the thing, I used to do that. Like, it's been a long time, but I used to program those things. the chat bots and the chains, the SMS messages, and all of it. So it's been a few years, but yeah, a lot of people have hooked those things into all of their stuff. And if there's any sort of messaging bot that can be hooked into Zenler, I feel like somebody's had them on their site, where I've gone to a Zenler site and a chat thing has popped up on it. Like, you can include, like, if you have one, it's one of those things where
It pops up.
You put the code on your site, like in the global includes, and you put it in there. And then now it's hooked up. So when somebody navigates to your site, the management of it is in the thing. So, like, say, for example, you would use a service like ManyChat. Okay. They have their own dashboard, and you can show where they're hooked into, what platforms it's hooked to, where the messages are, and it includes your website. Like, if you have it programmed into your global includes on your site. So you do that. And once you do that, then that comes up, and a little bot message comes up, and it's programmed whatever you want it to say. It'll say, hello, welcome to blah, blah, blah. Would you like to hear about our upcoming classes? Click here, right? Or if your goal in that bot is to get people to subscribe for SMS, the message, it'll pop up and say, hey, subscribe for notifications if you want
Like a discount.
reminders or discount. Yeah. And SMS. And then they sign up in there. And then you go to your dashboard of ManyChat, and that's where you send out the SMSs. That's when you can send out chatbot messages. You can reprogram your bot to have FAQs and help docs in it, and it branches out and does all kinds of crazy stuff. And same thing with the SMS, depending on what actions they take and click and do. And the videos, I've had people send videos. I did this, it was a couple of years ago. I mean, you definitely can. You just put it in the global includes. It's going to be a matter of finding out which service has the best rates and affordability. I was a ManyChat expert at one point in time. Like, you have to pass their tests and stuff to be an expert. I was on their thing at one time. They're a reputable company.
What's it called?
ManyChat, ManyChat, ManyChat. They're a reputable company. What their pricing is nowadays, I have no idea because I haven't done it in a while. But they were one of the good ones that kind of hooked into everything, and reliable. Know a lot of people who used them. That's just one that I'm familiar with from back in the day.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure at one point I used ManyChat and Zenler together. So it was possible at one point. So yeah, that'll be fun to look at, because I like the idea of finding ways to communicate with people that they want to communicate, because I have a 6-figure email number. Okay. Like, some people like to brag about their 6-figure income numbers, but I like to brag about my 6-figure inbox numbers. So yes, I feel like somebody find a different way to communicate with me. I have 20 email addresses and they're all at 6 figures.
Oh my God. So I had one that was at 130,000 and I deleted 50,000 and I felt so good.
I know. Yeah. I have a lot of emails.
Okay.
Okay, Casey. How, you got another one for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Can you, I have 2 little ones. One is, but this is a support one, but just to make you aware, there's something going on when I schedule recurring chats or a recurring Zoom account. You know, like, you're going to do a meeting every week at the same time.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Something happens and the time gets corrupted. So I check it carefully before I exit. Everything looks great. And then overnight, it changes the meeting time to 1:10 in the morning. I go in and I correct it, and it will not correct. When I try to start the meeting at the corrected time, it says, you have to be within 15 minutes of blah, blah, blah. This happens on a capricious set of events. I never know when it'll happen. So I'm just making you aware of that. Now I've got my questions very short. My question is, can you tell us, like, the first 10 steps, not how to do them, but just what are, in your opinion, the best first 10 steps to starting, you're putting together a class?
The best 10 steps. Okay. When you're going to create a live class in Zenler?
Just a class. So I have a new class. I've got the materials ready, but my person that was helping me had a family emergency or something. So first I need to make the course, right?
So are you doing it? Yeah, you want to have it.
I need to make the bundle.
Well, a bundle or a course, it depends. So let me ask you, you're creating, when you say a class, what you mean is you're teaching a session with materials and things like that. You're teaching a class, but it's also a course. Like, it's So it's not just you want them to pay on Zoom and join the Zoom meeting. You want content structured out in a course plan as well. Okay. And you're going to have content structured in the course, and you're going to do a live Zoom session with those people.
Yes.
That are in that every week. For how long?
Maybe 20 weeks. That's what my other one is.
Is 20 weeks. It's a 20-week class, and they're going to have materials and weekly live sessions from you.
Correct.
Okay. So the first thing is, I don't know if you need a bundle, because a bundle would be multiple courses, right? I don't know if you need multiple courses for this one group of people.
I don't understand the nuances, but Michelle made it so that there was a bundle, and then under that bundle, the modules, each module was like a course, or not exactly that way, but maybe so that she could use the pieces in other things also. So
I mean, it could be.
I don't understand why she made the exact decision she made. But she said that we're looking at, like, the title of the course is the bundle. So in this one course.
And then each lesson is a course, instead of there being one course with modules and lessons. There's a bundle, and each course is a module in the course.
I don't know if I'm trying to figure it all out now.
Okay, so that part I'm not sure about, and I don't know why you need to set it up that way, because so from a high level, I would need to know what your workflow looks like and why you want to set it up that way. My brain looks for the path of least resistance for myself and for my students. Now, there might have been a reason that having, like, I think it's kind of a cool idea. I don't know what the circumstances would be, but having a bundle set up where each course within the bundle is actually a module with lessons in it. Because then, you could duplicate those and move them to different things if you had a lot of cohorts using the same content over and over again.
Yeah, we kind of do.
Well, see, Zenler just set up a new system, just shipped a new feature that allows for cohorts. So you don't have to set it up like that anymore. So, but you can still duplicate a course and its content regardless of whether the lessons are all in a bundle. That seems like a lot more to me. But for just a basic course, it's 20 weeks. You want this one group of people to have access to the content and the lives. It's create the course, just a course, right?
Okay.
You have settings when you create the course. Do you want the course to be secret? Do you want the course to be publicly available, listed on your site to show up for people to buy it and sign up?
So I would just go through and do all those.
Right. You go through the settings, make sure you know what you want, whether the visibility part, because like Judy was saying earlier, she's like got a couple of things going on. She's got some, and Maggie was talking about some stuff secret. You don't want people to see it unless you're inviting them to it.
Got it. Okay.
Only. But so you got to, so set it up.
Mine will all be secret. So I get that.
Okay. So that way so if someone navigates to your site while you're doing this course, creating it, it's not going to be listed for sale and right there for them to click on. It's not going to be there.
Okay.
So you leave it secret. So now you've created the course. Now you're going to go through, I guess my next thing would be it would just be your workflow. You need to add your content to the course. You need to map out your modules, how many modules you have, how many lessons in each of those. What they're going to be called, because then you got to drop in each of those pieces of content. You said you have it already. So you map it inside the back end of Zenler, and then you just add each piece into that thing so that all of it's there, the content. Now you have the live sessions that you want to add into it. I think the best way to do it is to go into a live. Let's see, what do you want to do it as? So go into the live class option under lives. So you're going to create a new live class. You're going to name it something unique. So you know, if you've got 10 other lives going on, you know specifically this one is for this group of people that you're doing, right? Sometimes I get really specific with my like I'll get detailed. Tuesday weekly live for blah blah blah. Like, you know, there's no misunderstanding who it's for, right? So you name it that, and when you set up the live, there's an option to make this live, again, visibility, public, secret, or courses. So you're going to choose course, okay? And then it's going to give you another menu to choose what course, okay?
Okay.
So you're going to need to make sure that the course you created, because it's secret, you're going to want it published, right? It's published, but it's secret, so nobody can see it, right? But you, so you can feel safe that way. And then you're going to add the same thing for that live. You're going to mark it for that course. You're going to set the schedule from the very beginning. You're going to go in, you're going to pick your date and time. You're going to hit that update at the very bottom right corner on the thing, and you're going to let it update. You're going to look and see what it says it's given you. Then you're going to go back to your course. And in the lesson, you're going to choose live. And when you click on the live option, what's going to happen is it's going to give you a drop-down menu to choose the live. You're going to choose the one you just named for that thing and created. And then it's going to put that live right into that lesson, so that the people, when they come into when they buy this course, what's going to happen is they're going to get into that course and have access. That live is in the lesson. Now they can click, it's a book, but even it's just one click booking, it doesn't take them anywhere. They don't have to put their name in anywhere. They're signed in. It's part of the course. They're assigned to it. And there'll be a join link right there. They can click into it and join as well. So it's all contained in that one location. You have your emails for your course when they've signed up. You can explain in your emails, you know, when the weekly lives are. You can even do that in the lesson in the course, but it's create the course, add your course content, publish the course, make sure it's secret, go create your live class, make sure it's secret, go back to your course, add your secret live into a lesson in your secret course.
Okay, excellent. This is exactly what I needed, because I knew that as soon as I made the course, it'll make that list of pages. And then I can go into each one and set a price and get a sales page, but I can go in and populate each of those pages. But I didn't see how to go from creating the course to making the course content. So you just filled that in for me.
Yeah, and I'll show you real quick too what it even looks like in there when you're doing it. So on a course, when you're doing it, right, your course pages, once you've created the name, right, that's all of your pages that you have to fix. But then you've got your course details, right? That's what you're filling out when you first create the course and hit create. And as you can see, like make the course secret as an option.
Got it. Got it.
So then next to course details is curriculum. Curriculum is where you map out your content, right? So each of these section, that's this header. So that's what Some people might call it, because that's what we do, that languaging thing, right? So this section could be considered a module, a
Right.
unit, right? And then these are the lessons under that. So
Is
when you're,
there,
Hmm?
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but is there a way, once you put that content in there, is there a way to print all of that? To print that list and to print that content without having to go in, copy it, pull it out, go in, copy it, pull it out, that thing?
Go,
So theoretically, you just have your content made and then paste it in there. But what we found happened is as we got feedback from people, we could see where they were having problems. So we ended up adding more. And so then you add a little here, a little there, a little. So now how to update your curriculum.
oh yeah, I mean, you just come in and edit it. That's all you have to do. So so for this,
So if I want to know the contents of all those tabs, what's the fastest way to get it or the
if
easiest?
you want to know the content of all of this,
Mhm.
that's a good question. I'm gonna have to ask if there is a way. I'm not sure.
That would be a really, really helpful.
Well, actually, there is. So
So you
here's the, okay, so there's one way that I know. Okay. It takes my brain a second to remember things. If you come to your media library, when you upload your content, okay, to Zenler for a course, what you can do is you can do a bulk upload, okay? So you just upload your content here, you're not uploading it to the course. You're uploading it here with a tag, and you're going to tag it for that course. Because then what you can do is you come in here and you filter and sort by that tag, and then everything tagged for that course is what will show. Does that make sense? Like all of your content in your site comes right here to your media library. Every video.
It almost are you saying that when we add a new piece, we just make sure we put that same tag on it?
Right. So what I'm saying is you're going to upload all your course files right here to the media library at one time. You're not going to put them in a course yet. You're going to add all of your files in here, and you're going to tag them for that course, whatever your course name is. Okay. Then you're going to come over here to your courses, okay? And in your course, I can show you, like anything you want to add content into your course, you add the lesson, name it, and then you choose the content. So if you want to upload a PDF, you click that. It's going to ask you if you want to upload or if you want to choose from your library. So you've already uploaded it outside of your course directly to the library. So now you just do that. And it adds it to that lesson now, right? From your library.
Okay.
So some people will come in and click individually, add that content to this lesson, create the next lesson, then add the content in. But if you just go to your site and go to your media library and upload it bulk together, then it's all together. Then it's also tagged for you. And you can sort and filter your list by those tags.
Okay, we didn't do it that way. We did it the other way.
Right.
And also, as I mentioned, we made changes to the coursework. And so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get a download, like, so here's what we thought they needed. And then we had to add some here and some there and da-da-da. So now I'm trying to update the curriculum and see exactly what we actually provided. But the only thing I've been able to figure out so far is to go into each module or whatever, copy that, put it on a page, then go into the next one, copy that. And so I was wondering, is there just a place where I could click and copy the contents And of course, I wouldn't expect to be able to, copy the actual video or whatever, but just the fact that a video was there and, and I could find my links and everything. But
Yeah.
you don't know of anything like that. Is that correct?
No, this right here, the media library, even if okay, so let me be clear. Even if you've uploaded something directly to your course, it will still be in your media library.
Okay.
It doesn't matter where you uploaded it. It's in your media library. That's where every piece of content is stored. It's in the media library. To make it easier on yourself, when you are uploading content for a course, bulk upload it at one time here. And then when you're in your course, you can just select it from this list and add it to the lesson. And then it also gives you the ability to search and filter this list by only the content in that course then. So then this video is in that course or whatever. So you could do, for example, video, right? Now here's the videos. This is a list of just your videos. Now, if you did it based on tags, now you can see. So here's that link for that tag, right? Here's the link for it, for this video. You can share the link. You can set the settings to this link is only available to log in users or anyone with the link. Like if it's a freebie funnel or something, you want anybody that can download it. But if it's for course content, logged in users, you can get the video player link, the video embed code, the download link. You have everything right here for this video, for every video that you have.
That's so great. Thank you.
Yes, you are very welcome. Okay, come back here and I see Maggie is here again. Hello, Maggie.
Hello. Okay, you mentioned earlier about the privacy on the calendar, and I'm on the calendar. You go to live, correct? So that I can make it so that like when I have a one-on-one booking, it doesn't automatically populate. So I'm looking at my calendar and I don't see that as an option. I see a calendar. I see all of the calls that I've had. And then under calendar, it's got one-on-one booking, live class, live webinar, interactive, all of that. So where would I personalize the calendar?
What do you mean by personalized?
Well, you had mentioned, for example, I had a meeting with someone for my website. It showed up and she could see it. And because we were, she could see my screen. And it was just surprised us that it was showing on the calendar. So anyone on my website could see the calendar list or click the tab and see that I'd had a call with her. And it's not a huge deal.
Like I said, when you make the call, you have to mark it secret. If you mark it secret, nobody else is going to see it on the calendar.
So you go into like one-on-one bookings.
Anytime, whatever you use to create the link, right? So if you're scheduling it via one-to-one bookings,
I see it there.
There's a spot to mark secret. That is what you do. It doesn't matter if you're doing that. That setting is available on every one of those live things, except live streaming, because you're live streaming. It's not a secret, right? That's not an option for live streaming, but it's an option for webinars and classes and bookings. They all have the secret. If it's secret, it will not show on the calendar. If it's public, it's going to show on the calendar.
And it's automatically by default public. Now, the course, and I think somebody else made a comment, when you create a course, do you want it secret or clicked courses?
Say that again.
Okay. So for example, I have a course that I'm in right now with students. So for that setting, I want people to still be able to purchase that course, but they're not in it right now. This is for the course. So I had it secret, But then there's also the tab below that says courses. There's public secret courses.
For the live session or for the course, because you're saying two things. So you're saying courses and is the course secret and is the live secret. So courses and lives are two different things with two different settings.
Okay.
So,
Okay, that's true. So yeah, you're right. Because I'm in the live category, but when I go to the course, it's automatically only going to be, it's private. It's only going to be for those who've enrolled in the course.
correct. But
Okay.
if you want people to find that course
Right.
and buy it, it should not be marked secret, because if it is, it won't show up for purchase.
See, that's what I wondered. Okay.
Right. So if it's anything marked secret means nobody can see it. That
Nobody.
literally means no one can see it. So if your course is a secret, people will not be able to find it on your website and buy it.
Okay. Now I'm there right now.
So
for the
just
course.
because they can see it, the course, when they click on it, if they have not purchased it, they will not get access to the content. They will only see the sales page.
Right.
If you are enrolled in the course, like my course, you go to your courses, if you click on the course, you won't see the sales page or the thank you page or the check, because you've already gone through it. It's gone for you. As an admin, you can go into the back end and still see those pages. But once you're in the course, then you can see it. It shows all the content shows. But that's why if you want people to discover and buy your courses, don't make them secret.
Okay.
They won't see them.
Right.
So when you make your course secret, if they haven't purchased it, it doesn't matter what the setting is. If they haven't purchased it, they cannot see the content. Period.
No, that one shows differently for the course itself.
Right.
You have to click make the course secret, and I did not.
Okay. Okay.
So
Good.
no, it's
So,
it's definitely visible.
right.
And then one other thing is, I have someone adding blog posts to my website. Do they add them in the blog area, or where do you actually put them? Put blog.
Yeah, in the blog area, in the blog. So here, I'll show you. Let's see which. There we go.
Because she started doing it, she put one, but it just looked like they were just continuous.
I don't know where she's going, but yes, on Zenler, you have a blog over here on the left. You click a blog. Okay. So this is new blog post. Okay. So when you do that, you click that, it asks you for the post title and description. You don't have to put a description, just a title, create. And now this is where you're putting your blog content right in here. So hello.
Okay, gotcha.
And then
where she was.
That's blog.
Okay.
So now I publish this. And when I go to the site, there's a spot that says blog. And then this is what it'll look like for the blog post. You'll have an image. It'll look nicer than this. I didn't do anything to it. But that's what it looks like. And then that's the blog. So
she must have been somewhere else. Is there a way, sometimes on people's websites, there's a way to see like just maybe the little boxes, 2 or 3 with the images, like this is the latest, or to feature a blog post on the homepage?
Yeah, you have all of those settings. Yeah.
But I mean, it does say at the very top, blog, but I'm saying to actually feature it on the homepage, that particular.
Yeah, if you go to a page on your site, you have dynamic blocks, and there's one for the blog. So let's see. Not sure. I feel like Features, features, courses, calendar.
And what page is this you're on right now where you're looking?
I'm in the editor. I'm just in the editor. Okay. Doesn't matter what page you're on.
Oh, okay.
You're in the editor and you're in the blocks at the top. And I'm just looking for the blog block. I wonder.
How do you get to the editor? Is there just something you click on to get there?
When you're in your pages,
Oh,
list of pages, there's the pencil icon to edit.
oh,
When
okay.
same thing, when you're in a course,
Oh, okay.
the course has pages.
Gotcha.
Here's the pages for the course. And there's a pencil icon at edit. Any page, pencil icon is edit, and it opens up the editor. The editor looks the same no matter where you're at in Zenler. Once you click edit, it opens up the editor. You see this gray block across the top. You've got the Zenler logo. You've got options to add your different types of blocks to your site. That's there.
Okay.
You've got your pop-up thing that you can program there, the Zenler AI.
Gotcha.
Because this is a sales page, there's a drop-down menu and it has all the other pages that are in this funnel together listed there that you can go edit, that you can reach in the editor. So now I'm on the sales page for this course. Now I can click on this and it'll take me in the editor. I haven't left the editor. Now it's opening up that page. I don't have to actually go back into the course. This drop-down menu will let me just edit, edit, edit. And then over here in the editor, you can change your view. Like you can see what it looks like on a tablet and on a mobile as you're designing it and editing it. Over here is an option that you can preview what it looks like live on your site when you're in the editor. There's a little arrow next to this. This is where you have page settings, your SEO. That SEO part, that's where you're going to want to change this information and put in an image so it doesn't show Zenler stuff or generic stuff in the SEO when you share the links to the public. So that's the same in the editor, no matter where you are in a Zenler site.
Gotcha.
But you should be able to either add a block. There's either a block for.
So you're basically saying you could add a block on the home page.
Yeah, and you should be able to link it to a featured post on your blog. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I
because
do.
even on the blog, you have that option too. Let's see if I go back. I'll close all these out. There's so many. Even on the Zenler blog, when you go to the blog, okay, this is the blog posts. Right over here on the right-hand side, when you're in the blog area, there's settings. The blog page settings are different in a different spot than every other page on your site. So this is where it's at. This is the main blog page. So the blog homepage is here, and this is where you edit it. So when you edit that blog homepage, this determines how your blog is going to be laid out. So see, this is a dynamic block in here. I can come here to, oh, there it is, blog. Whew. So now I have all these different formats for my blogs that are dynamic, the way I want it laid out. And let's see, this has got a filter and search option on it. So the categories and the search, that's what that one has. Related blog post dynamics, like, so you can put these things in here and do that for sure. And you can play with the settings. And there are trainings
I was going to ask you.
on tutorials all about blogs. David has lots of them, and on YouTube. Lots and
Okay.
lots of trainings on the blog for sure.
Okay, perfect. All right, great. All right, thank you.
You are very welcome. Let's see. Okay. We've got about 10. Okay, Marcy, I'm asking you to unmute. How are you?
Hi. I'm sorry. This will be really, really quick.
Okay.
The whole time we've been on this phone, I've been trying to figure out stuff on my own on this email. So I've done most of it. I've figured out almost every question I had. The only one I have is I'm trying to I'm in some text and doing a fancy email, one of your where I can create photos and all the things. I can't make one of the sections bold, like I'm trying to do bold text or not bold text, and I'm highlighting the whole the text. There's nothing that pops up that says bold or not bold.
You're in, where are you doing this at? You're
I'm doing
in,
this, I'm creating an email
are you from, but where are you creating the
on my
email?
Zenler email.
Okay. So where in Zenler are you creating this email? Under broadcast? Is this under an automated email for a
Just
course?
under email broadcast.
Email broadcasting. Okay. And are you using a template?
I'm
Are
using
you
what
creating from
David taught
blank?
me. He told me to make my own template with some like adding blocks, and I figured it out because
Yes.
I've made a lot of sales pages, so I know how to work
Mhm.
with the blocks.
Okay.
On the email, you can't move the blocks down. It looks like I can't seem to do that. Um, but I have one section where I just can't make it go from bold to, regular again. I've highlighted it and normally something pops up. The link is popping up and the capitals and text color is popping up, but nothing with bold or not bold.
Right. So
Strange.
like this is what you're doing. You want to bold this text?
Yeah, and I just can't see. There's nothing popping up that shows you where would I find the. That's what I'm having
That's
trouble.
a stripe. No, that's
Isn't that weird?
well, this is how you move it around.
Oh, wait, what did you do there?
That's how you move it around. Yeah,
What did you do?
well, it's not, hamburgers 3. We determined this the last time we were on here,
Okay.
but it's supposed to be a hamburger, looks like.
Yep, and
The
you click
lines,
it.
yep.
You
You
click
click it
that.
and you press it. You have to continue to hold it, and then
Okay.
you can do that.
Okay. All right.
So we figured that out.
Yeah.
As far as bold
Isn't
and
this
text,
weird? It should just pop up as bold. This is the simplest thing you can do in
I
any,
know,
but
I
it's not, I
know, but
can't
it's
figure it out.
not. No, I can't either. So
And now half
I'll
of
send
mine is
it,
bold and half of it is flat, and I have to make it match. And
and it's driving you mad. I feel you on this
the whole time I've been
100%.
on this call, I figured out almost everything else except moving the blocks and this.
Except that I can't. I don't, yeah, that's weird. I don't see it either. So I'll mention it. I'll see if there's something that's going on there. We'll see. I don't know, because that is weird as to why you can't.
How will I find that out?
Are you on our community on the Zenler
Yes,
site? The
on
Zenler?
the Facebook page.
No, not on Facebook, on Zenler. Like, you can have a community on
Oh
Zenler.
yeah, no, I don't think I am.
Okay, well, here, let me pop
Okay,
that in here
great.
because I am now taking over managing that
Okay, great.
community. So I check in there I try to check in every single day
Okay.
to get there to see if anybody's posting has questions.
Okay,
I
perfect. You putting the
post,
link in?
yep, I'm copying it right
Excellent.
now. It's on our tutorial site. It's a free community
Okay.
on tutorial site. I'm going to pop it into the chat.
Isn't that the strangest thing, that bold thing?
I know. We'll figure out. I'll test out too. I'll ask David too, but yeah, come in there, because then one of the things that I do is, I did it last week. I'm going to start doing it every week, is after, we're done, on Friday sometime, I'm going to post support desk notes for everybody, to give a breakdown of kind of what we talked about, what happened, and then any little tidbits like this that I need to add in, like, oh, we figured this out or figured that out, I will add that in too. And I'll be posting those in the community on Fridays for after Thursday session.
Okay.
Gives me time to get everything, situated. So you'll get some notes, and then I will also use our sessions to help me plan, for creating content for you all. So if maybe if that piece of content, that piece of training is missing, then what happens is I'm going to like get on and be like, okay, now that we know how to do this, let me record a little bit on how this works, and then I can post it in there for you all too.
Okay.
So that's how, like, it's a process, it's new, but I'm sure I am checking in there every day. So that's the place you can find me. Everybody else is in the Facebook group. I'm not really a social media person. But I'm in the community on the site, and I'm checking regularly, and I'm going to shape that. You all are going to help me shape that into whatever it is you need. So show up there and we'll figure it out.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, I had to stump you. The last question of the day had to
I'd be like, where is it?
Sorry.
It could be that once you add it, there's no way to change it. I don't know. You might just have to re-add a new block. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
We always do.
Okay.
You're very welcome.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Well, thank you all for a fabulous, very busy support desk again today. Like I said, we do have lots of stuff that's going to be going on in the community as we sort of build support desk, as you all come in here and have more questions and are looking for more resources for things. This is how they're going to get created, and this is what we're going to do. So I'm going to be here for all of that, and within the next, I would say sometime in March for sure, we're going to be adding support desk sessions. So there'll be some different times and available, and different days available for you as well, besides just this one time on Thursday. So we're going to start opening it up a little bit more for more flexibility, because you guys have really been keeping me busy in here the last couple of weeks, and I love it. So it's been great, really. Love it. So with that, I will see you all in the community. For those of you watching on Facebook as well, get over to the Zenler site community. It's at the tutorial site. Get on the community over there and start checking it out. We're doing fun stuff over there. And with that, thank you all for joining me today, and see you, Judy, Maggie, Sarah. Thank you all. Bye.